Well, good morning, guys. Today we are at Smith Lake. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this is the highest that I've ever seen this water. And this water is high. I'm going to assume that this is actually normal. I honestly wasn't even planning on fishing today, just because it's been raining so much. And I mean so much it's been raining. Oh my God. I think we had like 5 days straight of just pure rain. And just, oh my goodness. But I'm assuming that this is actually normal height or water levels, because I've never seen it this high, ever. I've honestly never seen it this high. But we're going to try to catch us something today. See what we can do out here. Seems to be a little shallow down here still. I don't know if you guys can tell down there. There's still grass down there. At one point in time when I got it back into fishing, maybe a month or two ago, you could walk down there. I mean, it wasn't nothing to walk down there. I mean, goes out and then it's a pretty much drop. And it's insane. I've seen quite a few bass over here when the water was down. But, hell, there ain't no telling whether or not we're going to catch nothing today. I don't know. But there's only one way to find out. That's to get out here and do it. It's a pretty day today. It's definitely a pretty day. Yesterday was a pretty day. It was Valentine's Day. Me and the girlfriend took off work and we went down to Red Lobster. It was alright. I liked my meal more than she liked hers. But she's always getting pasta. I don't understand. Always, every time we go somewhere, it's always some sort of pasta. If I wanted pasta, I'd cook spaghetti at home. She really likes that Alfredo stuff. Y'all see those creepy birds over there? I think those are buzzards. Not exactly sure what those are, but they're weird. I've actually got a bunch of them that fly around my house. Whenever I go home and cut up fish or fillet them, the rest of the fish that we don't eat, I usually throw on the side of the house. Within maybe a couple of hours, they usually find it, and they usually eat every single bit of it. Some people may disagree with me on why I do that, but hell, there's still meat on some of them things that they eat it, so there's no sense in wasting it. Just go ahead and throw it on out there, let them other animals have it. There's no sense in wasting it. I'm one of those that doesn't believe in wasting food. Unless it's like absolutely nasty, and then I won't keep it. Or I won't eat it. Then I definitely will just either give it to something else or throw it away. Usually I don't throw it away. That's when my dog gets really happy. She likes eating people food. Let's grab this bad boy. Okay. And bloop. Let's see if some will come about and hit this rooster tail. The water's actually a lot clearer than what I would assume it have been. A lot more clear than what I thought it would be. But I'm pretty sure they're pumping water out on the other side. I'm pretty sure that's why it's so clear over here. I'm pretty sure there'd probably be some catfish over here too. Actually, I know there's catfish over here. I've caught them before. Just specifically right this moment. By the way, guys, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but in my last video that I uploaded, I was using a different braid. It's that white braid. I don't remember the name of it, but whenever I get back to the car, I'll make sure to show you guys, or I'll just link it in the description below. I kind of like this stuff. I mean, I can definitely see it in the water, but as you've seen in the last upload, if them fish want it bad enough, they'll still hit it. Let's move down a little bit. Oh, let's check the battery on this thing. 24. We're good for a few more minutes. We got a few more minutes, y'all. I want to go back to that rock right there, because this is where I experimented with my GoPro and threw it off in the water. And surprisingly enough, I actually got footage of bass over here in this water. And it was amazing. I did not expect it. So I know there's fish over here. I just want to see if I can catch me one. Yeah, usually when you come over right here, I mean, you can look straight down. Straight down. It is deep here. Super deep. So let's set this one down. And let that sink, because I got a feeling these fish are going to be super deep in this water. It's cold out here. When I hopped in the car this morning to come out this way, it was 35 degrees. 35, y'all. It's cold. It's a little on the cold side. But it's such a beautiful day today. I really wasn't planning on fishing today. I was planning on just laying around the house and doing stuff around the house, but the stuff that I was going to do around the house today, I got done with it a lot faster than what I thought I was going to. And I got bored. So here we are. I may have let that sink too much. There we go. I honestly don't expect to catch anything today. I just wanted to get out of the house and go do something. Didn't want to sit around too much. I figure we can throw this rooster tail right here for a little bit. And then once we're done throwing this rooster tail, we can throw that little swim bait that I got on that jig and see if they'll do anything with that. I've been contemplating going around over there that way. If you guys can see that, that's the dam. And on the other side of that, you can actually catch trout. But they are doing construction down here on the loading docks. Well, the ramps, not loading docks. And they've been pumping water out so much that you can't fish down there for trout. So it's kind of been a waste of time. And I got stuff all over this thing. Come here. And that's the stuff that's at the bottom. There we go. Yeah, this rooster tail just doesn't seem to be getting low enough or deep enough into the water and then staying down there. So I don't think we're going to get anything off this rooster tail right now. Ooh, that wind is horrible right now. It's cold. All right, let's reel this thing on in. Ooh. You would think that there'd be fish over this way because the wind's blowing in that direction. You'd think that the wind would be pushing these guys up. Alright, let's throw this jig for a minute. Do with this jig, and then we might move down a little bit more. This one we can let sink. We can let this one sink and kind of boop boop, and then boop boop. Or we can reel in the slack and just pull and then let it go back down. Reel in the slack, pull, let it go back down. But you want that jig down there deep in that water though, because that's where they're going to be, is deep. At least when I got that footage, that's where they were. They weren't suspended up anywhere. They were deep in the water. Oh, that wind done picked up, y'all. That wind ain't nothing to mess with. Okay, now we have swapped over from a white normal swim bait to this guy. Hold on, I'll show him to you. This guy, it's a underspan, different color. Just see if they'll do anything with this guy here. Get back out here on this point. Like I said, we've been out here for, I think we're right at an hour and a half. Hell, I hope you can actually hear me. This wind's blowing so hard now. Well, we've been out here for a little while and we still haven't caught anything, but give it a few more minutes, a couple more casts, and see what we can do before we head out. Now, if I was properly dressed, I was wearing my coveralls, I wouldn't be cold right now. But I'm not wearing my coveralls. I'm literally just wearing jeans and a sweatshirt. And this right here is a little much for me. Wind wasn't blowing, it wouldn't be so bad. If the fish were biting, it wouldn't be so bad. I like how when it sinks, that blade spins at the same time. That's nice. It gives it that look while it's going down. I do like the way this thing moves in the water, though. It moves pretty nice. I've actually never used one of these. The little hook with the underspin for the swim jigs. Never used one of these, so I'm kind of experimenting on how to use it, how to make it look, how to swim it in the water, and this, that, and the other. I've seen other people on YouTube using them, and they kind of swim them at a steady pace, or kind of pop, kind of like it was a jerk bait. I've seen people let them sink all the way to the bottom and use them like they were like a stick bait or something. So I'm kind of just trying a little bit of everything. So far, no luck. Right here in front of me, the water is a little mud, not muddy, but there's pine leaves and sticks and stuff floating in the water, all right here in front of me. But further out towards the center, it's not so bad. Just trying to catch a fish. We ain't doing so good yet. I'd hate to get skunked today. Alright, let's try it normal bringing it back in. Let it sink a little bit and then retrieve at a slow, steady pace. It seems like the other two techniques, at least right here, just aren't working. So we're going to let it sink a little bit, and then we're just going to start a steady pace. Get it out there in that little bit deeper water right there. Alright guys, well, I don't think we're going to be able to catch anything right now, but I've got an idea. Since this video so far is just me casting a bunch of times and not bringing nothing in, I figured, well, my GoPro is waterproof. I've got a bait caster that's got right at 40, I think it was 40-pound test braid. Excuse me. Let's take that lure, that rooster tail off of there, and put this rooster tail or this GoPro on there. See what happens. I've done it once, but I just did that testing it out. I didn't really show nobody that. I showed a couple of people the footage, but not that many. So let me get this thing rigged up, and we'll get you some underwater footage. I don't know what kind of quality it's going to be because the water does look a little muddy, but beside the point. Let's try it out. Okay, pause for a minute. Before we get into the footage of the underwater stuff, you know, I'm giving you guys a heads up. The audio is a little rough. It's loud. It's not very good audio. So if you want, go ahead and turn your audio down, and we'll cut back, and then y'all can watch the underwater footage real quick. But this is your warning. The audio is crap. So go ahead and turn your volume down just a little bit. Alright. You guys look good. We are, in fact, recording. Now, we're going to be swinging. Okay, so let's move on over this way. And we will see about chunking you guys out in that water. We are going to double check this knot that we've got first. Well, it looks good, but I still want to double check it. The GoPro is like $400. I prefer not to lose my $400 GoPro. And it's my only one? Yeah, no, I don't want to lose it. So we're going to double check this knot before we do this. Okay. The knot does look good. There we go, y'all. All right. Alright guys, so how was that first dip y'all had? Let's do it again. Let's go about, we'll go a little further out there, see how it looks. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And I hope you enjoyed that underwater footage. I'll catch y'all in the next one.